Hello students, in today's class we will continue the discussion of thermal properties of matter and radiation, and we'll start with the topic calorimetry. Calorimeter is a device which is used to measure the heat, and the branch of physics that deals with the measurement of heat is called as calorimetry. The principle of calorimetry states that whenever we bring two bodies of different temperature, one of higher temperature and another body of lower temperature, when we bring these two bodies in contact with each other, we know heat flows from higher temperature to lower temperature. The hot body loses the temperature whereas the cold body gains the temperature. Now, according to calorimetry principle, the heat gained by the cold body will be equals to the heat lost by the hot body. How much heat the cold body gains, that heat will be equal to the heat lost by the hot body. That is the calorimetry principle. So here you can see the statement of principle. Whenever two bodies at different temperature are placed in contact with each other, heat flows from the body at higher temperature to the body at lower temperature till the two bodies acquire the same temperature. Why the two bodies acquire the same temperature? Because the hot body is losing the temperature and cold body is gaining the temperature. As a result, after some instant, both the body will be under equilibrium, and the heat flows from hotter body to the colder body until both of them reaches the equilibrium conditions. So this is the calorimetry principle. Calorimeter ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಹೀಟ್ ಅನ್ನು ಮೆಷರ್ ಮಾಡೋ ಒಂದು ಡಿವೈಸ್ ಕ್ಯಾಲರಿಮೀಟರ್. ಅದ್ರ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಸ್ಟಡಿ ಮಾಡೋ ಫಿಸಿಕ್ಸ್ ಬ್ರಾಂಚ್ ಅನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲರಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಕ್ಯಾಲರಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಏನು? ಎರಡು ಬಾಡಿ, ಒಂದು ಹಾಟ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಒಂದು ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಕನ್ಸಿಡರ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಎರಡನ್ನು ಕಾಂಟ್ಯಾಕ್ಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಟಾಗ ಹೀಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ? ಹಾಟ್ ಬಾಡಿಯಿಂದ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಸೊ ಕ್ಯಾಲರಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್ ಏನ್ ಹೇಳ್ತದ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೀಟು ಹಾಟ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಲಾಸ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತದ ಅಷ್ಟೇ ಹೀಟು ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ ಹೀಟ್ ಅನ್ನ ಗೇನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋತದ. ಸೊ ಹೀಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಎಲ್ಲಿವರೆಗೆ ಆಗ್ತದ? ಹಾಟ್ ಬಾಡಿಯಿಂದ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬಾಡಿ ವರೆಗೆ. ಎಲ್ಲಿ ತನ ಎರಡು ಬಾಡಿ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಈಕ್ವಲ್ ಆಗಲ್ಲ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತನ ಹೀಟ್ ಹಾಟ್ ಬಾಡಿಯಿಂದ ಕೋಲ್ಡ್ ಬಾಡಿಗೆ ಫ್ಲೋ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಎರಡರದ್ದು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಇಕ್ಲಿಬ್ರಿಯಂ ಬಂದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಹೀಟ್ ಫ್ಲೋ ಏನಾಗ್ತದ? ಸ್ಟಾಪ್ ಆಗ್ತದ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ ಇಸ್ ದ ಕ್ಯಾಲರಿಮೆಟ್ರಿ ಪ್ರಿನ್ಸಿಪಲ್. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಇಸ್ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್. You might have seen and you might have observed change of state on heating. You know states of matter, solid, liquid and gas, and these states change on heating. First of all, melting of solid. Melting of solid, you might have seen that on heating the solid melts into liquid. Example, you can see it, if we increase the temperature, ice melts into water. So that is known as melting of solid. Second one is vaporization of liquid. Vaporization of liquid means what? On heating, liquid gets converted into gas. Example, you can take, if you boil a water for a longer time, the water gets vanished because all the liquid got converted into a vapor. So this phenomena is known as vaporization of liquid. Third one comes, that is condensation of vapor. Condensation of vapor means on heating, what was happening? On heating, solid was getting converted into liquid and liquid was getting converted into gas. Now, on cooling, the reverse process takes place. On cooling of vapor, the vapor gets converted into liquid. This phenomena is known as a condensation of vapor. Now, one more thing. On cooling, liquid gets solidified into solid. That is known as freezing of liquid, or you can also say it as solidification. Now there is one more change of state also, which is called as sublimation. So sublimation means what? On heating, solid gets converted into gas. You might have seen in your chemistry lab. Solid iodide get converted into gas on heating. So that phenomena is known as a sublimation. There is no liquid state. There will be directly solid to gas state. So these are the change of state from one to another form on heating. Now coming to the effect of pressure on melting point and boiling point. ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಮತ್ತು ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ನಿಮ್ಗೆ ಆಲ್ರೆಡಿ ಗೊತ್ತಿದೆ. ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಇದೆ. ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ 0 ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಫ್ಯಾರನೀಟ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲಲ್ಲಿ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ 32 ಫ್ಯಾರನೀಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಸೆಲ್ಸಿಯಸ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲಲ್ಲಿ 100 ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಫ್ಯಾರನೀಟ್ ಸ್ಕೇಲಲ್ಲಿ ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ 212 ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಈ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಹೆಂಗೆ ಡಿಪೆಂಡ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ? ವಾಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಪ್ರೆಷರ್ ಆನ್ ದಿಸ್ ಮೆಲ್ಟಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಬಾಯ್ಲಿಂಗ್ ಪಾಯಿಂಟ್? So as we increase the pressure, the melting point also increases for those substance who expand on melting. ಯಾವ substance melting ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ expand ಆಗ್ತಾವ, ಆ substance melting point increase ಆಗ್ತದ with respect to pressure. Example, paraffin, wax, etc. Now, of pressure and boiling point, with increase in boiling point, there will be increase in boiling point with increase in pressure. So if we increase the pressure, the boiling point increases. Next topic comes, that is latent heat. Latent heat means what? Latent heat is defined as the amount of heat required to change the state of unit mass of a substance at constant temperature and pressure. You have studied about change of state. You have studied that the state is changing on heating. Now how much amount of heat is required to change a matter from one state to the another state, that is called as latent heat. ನೀವು ಇವಾಗ ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಫ್ ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಕಲ್ತೀರಿ. ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸನ್ನ ಹೀಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ ಅದರದ್ದು ಸ್ಟೇಟ್ ಏನಾಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ, ಚೇಂಜ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇದೆ. ಸೊ ಅದರ ಸ್ಟೇಟನ್ನು ಚೇಂಜ್ ಮಾಡೋಕ್ಕೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೀಟ್ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದ, ಆ ಹೀಟನ್ನು ಲೇಟೆಂಟ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಡಿನೋಟೆಡ್ ಬೈ ಕ್ಯಾಪಿಟಲ್ ಎಲ್ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಟನ್ ಆಸ್ ಚಾರ್ಜ್ ಪರ್ ಯೂನಿಟ್ ಮಾಸ್. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ L is equals to Q divided by M. Next comes thermal conduction. Thermal conduction can be defined as the process in which heat is transmitted from one part of a body to another at lower temperature through molecular collisions without any actual flow of matter. Thermal conduction means what? Thermal conduction means it is a process in which the heat is transferred from one point to the another point of a substance without any motion of molecules. Now if we take the example, example of solid. So if you take an example of liquid, the heat is transferred due to the actual motion of molecules because liquid will be flowing. Whereas coming to solid does not flow. So in what way the heat gets transferred in solid? In solids, the heat gets transferred due to the molecules. Okay, and the thermal conduction deals in which the heat will be transferred without actual motion of the molecules. Now in solid, if the molecules are arranged systematically, the molecules which are heated, that will not move to the other end where the heat should be passed. Rather, it transfers its heat to the neighboring molecules, and those neighboring molecules heat transferred to the heat to the another neighboring molecules. In this manner, heat is transferred from one end to the another end without flow of molecules. That phenomena is known as thermal conduction. Next comes thermal capacity. Thermal capacity is defined as amount of heat required to raise the temperature of whole body by 1 degree Celsius. One body's temperature ಅನ್ನು 1 degree Celsius ರೇಸ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಾಗಿದ್ರೆ ಎಷ್ಟು ಹೀಟ್ ಬೇಕಾಗ್ತದ, ಆ ಹೀಟನ್ನು ನಾವು ಥರ್ಮಲ್ ಕೆಪಾಸಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಕರಿತೀವಿ. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ರಿಟನ್ ಆಸ್ Q is equals to mc delta T. So next comes thermal conductivity. It is denoted by symbol K. It is written as dq by dt upon A into dt by dx. So rate of transfer of heat between two surface having unit area and unit temperature gradient. You can see the heat transfer, it is the ratio of heat transfer between two surface area which has got the unit area of cross section, and it should have a unit temperature gradient. Next comes the Stephen's law. So moving to next topic, Stephen's law. It states that amount of heat energy emitted per second per unit area of black body is directly proportional to the fourth power of absolute temperature. Temperature should be in Kelvin scale of the body. So ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿಯಿಂದ ಹೀಟ್ ಎನರ್ಜಿ ಎಮಿಟ್ ಆಗಿದ್ದು ಎದಕ್ಕೆ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಇರ್ತದ, ಟೆಂಪ್ರೇಚರ್ದು ಫೋರ್ತ್ ಪವರ್ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಇರ್ತದ. ಅದಕ್ಕೆ E ಈಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಟು T⁴. ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಾಲಿಟಿ ರಿಮೂವ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಬರ್ತದ, ಆ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಸಿಗ್ಮಾ, ಅದನ್ನು ಸ್ಟೀಫನ್ಸ್ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟೆಂಟ್ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. So the proportional, after removing proportionality, we will get a constant which is sigma, and that sigma is called as Stephen's constant, and its value is 5.67 into 10 raised to minus 8 watt meter square K to the Kelvin to the power 4. Next, Newton's law of cooling. So Newton's law of cooling states that rate of loss of heat of a body is directly proportional to the difference in the temperature of the body and the surroundings, provided that the difference in the temperature of the body is T and the temperature of the surrounding is T naught. ಸೊ ಯಾವುದೇ ಒಂದು ಬಾಡಿದು ಹೀಟ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಗೋದು ಇದಕ್ಕೆ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಯಾವ ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್? ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಬಾಡಿ ಮತ್ತು ಟೆಂಪರೇಚರ್ ಆಫ್ ದ ಸರೌಂಡಿಂಗ್, ಅವೆರಡರ ಮಧ್ಯೆ ಇರೋ ಡಿಫ್ರೆನ್ಸ್ಗೆ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಅದು ನ್ಯೂಟನ್ಸ್ ಲಾ ಆಫ್ ಕೂಲಿಂಗ್. ಮ್ಯಾಥಮೆಟಿಕಲಿ ಇದನ್ನು ಹೆಂಗೆ ಬರಿಬೋದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ dQ/dt ಇಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಟು ಟಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಟಿ ನಾಟ್ ಅಂತ ಬರಿಬೋದು. dQ/dt ಮೈನಸಲ್ಲಿ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ಮೈನಸಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾಕೆ ಇರ್ತದೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ ರೇಟ್ ಆಫ್ ಲಾಸ್ ಆಫ್ ಹೀಟ್ ಲೂಸ್ ಆಗ್ಲತ್ತದ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೆಗೆಟಿವ್ನಾಗ ಇರ್ತದೆ. ನೀವು ಟೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಬುಕ್ಕಲ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿದ್ರೆ ನಿಮಗೆ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗ್ತದೆ. ಸೊ ಮೈನಸ್ dQ/dt ಇಸ್ ಡೈರೆಕ್ಟ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಪೋರ್ಷನಲ್ ಟು ಟಿ ಮೈನಸ್ ಟಿ ನಾಟ್ ಇರ್ತದೆ. T will be always greater than T naught, that is temperature of the body will always be greater than temperature of the surrounding. Next, modes of heat, modes of transfer of heat, conduction, convection, radiation processes are there, but it is deleted from your portion. It is not there for your syllabus. So next, black body. When radiation falls on any body, all the radiations will not be absorbed by that body. If any body absorbs radiations of all wavelength and all the frequencies, that body is called as a black body. So a black body is one which neither reflects nor transmits but absorbs whole of the heat radiation incident on it. Triple point, last topic of this chapter is triple point. Actually we should have discussed it before, but now I am telling triple point is the point at which three curves coexist simultaneously. What are those three curves? One is sublimation curve, fusion curve and vaporization curve. Sublimation curve means solid to gas directly, fusion curve means liquid to solid, and vaporization curve means liquid to gas. All these three curves coexist simultaneously, and that point is called as a triple point. Triple point of water is T is equals to 273.16 Kelvin. Triple point of water exists at temperature 273.16 Kelvin and at a pressure of 6.11 into 10 raised to minus 3 Pascal. So this was about the chapter thermal properties of matter and radiation. If you have any doubt regarding any topic, you can contact me on my WhatsApp number. Thank you, students.